So you can see the difference in size between the original bar that I made on the bottom and the new ones that I welded up top. I think that the original one was too long, and putting the hang points that far forward put the center of gravity with the frame and the added weights way behind me, and I think it just created too much leverage to try to hold the harness. So instead of the round conduit, I got some steel tube, 1.5 by 1/2 inch rectangular tube, and welded these arms up. And I think the geometry of these are going to be better. So I've got a Gravity Defiant on order. We'll see if it ever shows up. It's been 2 months now, and my order still says processing. But when it comes, I'm gonna take the real paramotor harness and put it on my homemade frame and do the hang test using that to see how well it sits. All right, so these are the new arms made out of rectangular tubing. Got my shackles down there on the end, and attached to the original sockets that I made for the round tubing, welded all the way around. I do need to get some new bolts though, because the round tubing was thicker than the 1/2 inch rectangular tubing, so I don't have enough thread on the back side to attach my stop nuts to. But came out pretty decent. I'll be curious to see if I ever do get it up in the air, if the angles and corners on these arms present any kind of problem with the risers or the lines. I don't think they should, because I typically don't have my risers and lines tangled up around my arms. But I think whenever I put a good attachment point here, that should keep them out of the way. So the next step is to get an actual harness and attach it to the frame and do another hang test.